Well, no matter the time of year, cozying up to a warm cup of tea can be a perfect way to unwind and relax, and it could also be a benefit to your overall well-being.
And joining us to share some insight on how we can sip our way to some possible health benefits is fitness and nutrition expert and our dear friend Jody Treeweiler. What are some of the perks here? This is really interesting to
I love
me.
you guys. Hi.
We love you too.
Happy February.
Yeah.
So what I want to talk about, I want to help viewers understand the difference between herbal tea and tea.
Okay.
What we call tea, okay?
Okay.
So all tea comes from the same plant. Green tea, black tea, oolong, pu'er, doesn't matter. If it's tea, officially tea, this plant right here is called Camellia sinensis. All tea comes from this. Am I blowing your mind so far?
Interesting.
It just depends, like the green tea leaves are the early virginal leaves, the fresh growing leaves, and then later they pluck the black tea and they let that ferment. So it's all about the process, okay? But
Interesting.
herbal tea does not come from this at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Herbal tea is any infused hot drink that comes from any other plant. Do you want to really have your mind blown?
Yeah, let's do
By
it.
what I just told you, technically, coffee is an herbal tea because it's a different plant from the Camellia sinensis.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
So I used to think that herbal tea was always caffeine free.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we think. Not necessarily. There are plants out there that have caffeine in them. Coffee, yerba mate. Have we heard of this?
yeah.
Guarana.
I've never had guarana. I've had yerba mate.
Even cocoa shells. I have a cocoa shell coffee right here. There are so many herbal varieties of tea. So if you don't like caffeine and you don't want caffeine, make sure you read it so that it says caffeine-free herbal tea.
So there's even mushroom tea. Is that
Yes.
really tea?
Technically it is, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
it doesn't come from this plant. It's from any other plant source.
So what are some of the health benefits?
Yeah, so when it comes to herbal tea, geez, people have been drinking it for thousands of years. In ancient Egypt, they've discovered this. Tea can have benefits from decreasing your blood pressure to improving your skin to helping with your stomach. It depends on what your concern is. I find most people, 10 out of 10 people tell me they want to lose weight, right?
Okay.
So it's like, can we lose weight from herbal teas? Maybe, right?
Okay.
You can replace your evening snack with a cup of herbal tea and a little bit of honey. I love Stackage honey specifically because it's local. It's
Okay.
21 calories a teaspoon. Any snack you're going to have is probably going to be more than 21 calories.
Probably
right?
21
So if
times 20.
Yep. And then there are certain types of tea. Have we ever heard of rooibos tea?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought that was for relaxation.
Well, it can be,
I know, okay.
for sure, but
Yeah.
it doesn't come from the Camellia sinensis, so
Okay.
it's herbal tea. It does not have caffeine in it, but there are studies scientifically showing that it can help with weight loss for people.
So let's talk about the process, because preparing it, like, you know, this is a good question for me.
Right.
Where do we start?
Right, so here's the great thing. Most of the boxes or packages have instructions for how to brew each individual tea.
Okay.
I never use boiling water, but I was surprised to see that one of these teas actually said use boiling water. So just take a peek. I will tell you they do all have different brewing times. Some of them are 3 to 4 minutes. Some of them are as long as 15 minutes.
Okay.
So just take a quick read. They're very helpful, the teas. Do you guys notice the names of these teas? They kind of tell you what you're looking for. So the herbal cold care is if you have a cold, but it doesn't tell you really what's in it, you don't particularly have to know, but you can walk into the tea aisle and say, all right, I have a sore throat. What am I looking for? I want help sleeping. We've got Nighty Night Extra, which is a valerian tea. This one is called Weightless. Not necessarily for weight loss, but it is for bloating. So before I used to go on TV, I would drink dandelion and cranberry tea the night before. And I would be peeing and peeing and peeing in the
Okay, so it
bathroom.
flushes you
because
out.
it does.
Okay.
It does, right? There's teas almost for everything you could come up with. Do you have
Wow.
high blood pressure? Do you have skin problems? So you need to investigate, right? If you're looking for a tea, herbal teas can be like medicine. The hawthorn tea over there was recommended by my cardiologist for heart
Wow.
health.
Wow.
I was like, I love that. So exciting, right?
So, and it's nice to incorporate something natural into whatever you're
Yes.
doing to care for yourself
Yes.
instead of always medication or something else. Which
No
is
kidding,
really good.
right?
Jody, how can people get more of your fitness and nutrition advice?
Yep, you can learn more at Jody's Fit Life. It's Jody with a Y. I love hearing from the viewers, so message me on Facebook or Instagram and I will get back to you, I promise.
That's right. We're the tea on Live in the D. Thank you so much for being with us.